Okay, here is the finished question mark Rebelle secret shot that I painted. So basically it's all white on all the outside pieces. You may still see a little bit purple. I'm going to do some touch-ups once it's together because it's really hard to cover the purple with the white. But I'll just, do it after. And I just finished painting the trigger, just in the red. And I have the release button for the stock. I just painted that right, and it's drying right now. So first off, we're going to try to assemble this back together. On this, where the barrel is, there is an air hole right here. You can see it. I plugged it up with some super glue just so it will seal up and, get a little bit more power out of it. Not much, but, a little bit. Okay, so the first piece that I already put in was this purple piece. It just screws in, the spring goes this way, and this slant goes down, facing basically the handle of the blaster. Second, let's see, we will put in this guy, the big one. You notice it's going to fit around there. Slowly put it down there. And what I noticed, because I kind of put it together, but I also took it apart at the same time. Take that handle, the 3D handle that I have. Here's the trigger for it with the little spring. Put that right in there. And I almost have to do this at the same time just because of how it's set up. So if you look in there, you can see a groove, and this goes in the groove. So basically, see if I can get this right. So basically, it's going to go in like that. And yeah, I did drop this spring. So what I did is I put this in first, and then I put the spring in, just so this can stay settled in there. So it fits into place. It'll be loose for the moment because the shell's not on. And the spring goes right on that little peg. And it basically sits against this wall here. And when you put the other half on, it'll be a bigger wall, so it'll be fine. Let's see, next part is this doohickey. It looks weird when you take it out, but where it's supposed to go is here. So this curve, it goes on the side of this guy, on the side of the plunger. So basically, you're going to want to line it up. This piece will be sliding, let's see, I believe like that. Yeah. So if you want, I can't remember which way it was. It's this way. So this is going to go in the plunger tube. You may need to lift up the barrel a little bit just to get in there. Get this guy out of the way, at least for now. Okay. Now you can take this piece and it will basically go underneath like that. And let's see here. This side, the other pin on this part, it will fit into the railing right here, or into the track right there. And this should pretty much do the same, I believe. Let's see here. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe I have it upside down. Turn it over. Yeah, okay. I had it upside down. I think. Question mark. No, it's the other way. So if you notice it has a flat side on the bottom and round, kind of round. Oh no, scratch that. It has flat sides on both. But, wait, was it this one? This one. So the side that goes up towards you, I believe, I can get in there. It's really hard to tell. I remember. I think that's it. There we go. Okay, so this little pin goes up. The curve of this piece is facing like that around the plunger rod, and the big part is facing up. The other one is in that track along with this piece. The side that you want facing down towards the trigger is the side that has the big bump and then a little bump on the side here. So that's fine. You'll notice that it kind of clicks along with the purple piece that's screwed in there, which is good. And then you have your catch. That goes right there, I believe. Catch is pretty self-explanatory. Has a little groove made out for it. The trigger. I wonder if I should paint that side. Yeah, maybe later. But for now, the trigger goes right in there. So it rests on top of there. And when this is ready to go, this extends back and it'll push that little notch up, which will push the catch up and release the blaster. Make sure this is in its track up here, which it does. It looks fine. Here's the handle. We put that on last. For this side, this piece, it actually took me a minute to remember where this actually went. But when you take everything out, you'll have this piece, and this piece goes, so it has a spring and kind of like a catch door right here. So it's going to go right in there like that. And the round part is going to go right over that hole. And the spring is going to go right against that wall there. Right there. And then this screw goes through that into our button that's hopefully either dried or drying. And that'll be the switch to unlock the blaster from its folded position. We might as well work on the outer part. So here's the back. Here's this little piece. I only did the outside because I figured the inside's not going to show. So it goes right here, like that. The end piece, I believe, goes right there. So you can see where it matches up on those two holes. Does the same thing on this side with these two. So you just put that together like there. And it should come together pretty well. Just like that. Yeah. So that part's pretty much done. Let me check to see if that button's ready. Let me make sure it's dry. Yep. Good enough. So here's the button, red, just like the trigger. I used this red vinyl and fabric paint. You know, I have the black for cars and then red for like detailing stuff, you know, just small little stuff. So I use that on those. It dries pretty quickly, so it's really good. So the way that this button is going to go in, see like there's a triangle on it. If I flip this over, the triangle, I believe, is going to go upwards. And you can see here there's a notch on the bottom of this circle. That goes into the notch at the bottom of this part. So it should go just like that. And then we're going to screw it in from the back side. I have not painted the red cross on it yet. I'm going to wait till it's together so I can actually see how it looks. Especially when folded, because that's going to be like correct. There we go. So that moves. Good. Now I think we just put it together. Let's see. Spring's going to be held in by which wall? I think it's this first one. Right? Yeah. So you want to get it past this wall right here. It'll keep it nice and snug. This should go on just like that. I'm always nervous when I put a blaster together. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Sound like the spring came loose. Yeah. Where'd it go? There's that one. There we go. It's always that one. Let's try that again. If you have a problem with a spring like this, mostly a catch spring, if you're having trouble time after time about it flying out or whatever, you can always put a little glue, super glue, on the part that's supposed to be, you know, onto like down there. You can put a little dab on there, let it dry, and it should be fine. All right, let's see. Let's try this again. Put that one on first. I think that's together. Gotta put the screws in, of course. I'm gonna do that. Now, from what I remember, which I don't, because this was back in, when was this? I took this apart in like November or something. This is the torsion spring for this part, along with these two guys. As you can see, when you spray paint on top, you gotta make sure you spray paint the bottom, especially after it dries. And me being in a rush, I'm gonna have to touch it up, but that's fine, whatever. Yeah. It looks like all the screws are the same, so that's a plus. The only two that are different are these, and these go, I believe, into here. Just like that, and leave that there. Okay, I'm gonna start putting these in. There may be some, I didn't check, but there may be some paint in the holes like this one. When you put a screw in, it'll just go right through it. So no, you can clear it if you really want to. I try to do some of it, but I don't really care because the screw's gonna go right through it. Plus, if there's a little paint in there, I might actually give it a little bit more hold. So that's a plus. I heard that you can replace the spring in this. I didn't. You can replace it actually with a mega, what is it? Big shock. You know, the single one. Not the shot, the one that looks like a pistol. The one that, you know, it's like a little jolt, basically. You can replace it with that spring. But the guy said it was very difficult to do because it's like twice as big. So I'm gonna wait. Let's see. How many of you guys are watching the Super Bowl today? I'll be watching it at my dad's. I'm not rooting for either team, even though I live in California, so I should be voting for the Rams, but I really don't care. I'm just excited for the halftime show, to be honest. That and the commercials and food. Not really into football so much. I mean, I get it, but, you know, I just think of all the injuries that happen from it and just shuddering. It's like, yeah, he tackled him, woohoo. And it's like, yeah, he has a broken coccyx now and can't walk. Congratulations. I don't even know who's on the Rams or the Bengals for that matter. Isn't Tom Brady on the Rams? If he is, should be his last season because he's got enough money to retire. And, you know, you can only play so many years before you get hit so hard that you can't recover from it. Might as well go out on time, you know, so you can actually live the rest of your life instead of, you know, breaking an arm or a leg and missing some of it while you're out. But to each their own, I say. If you love it and it's not hurting anybody else, have at it. Okay, I think that's all it screws in there. That works. I didn't paint this because it's going to be hidden by this thing anyway, so I didn't really care. I could if I really want to be, you know, OCD about it, but nah. Okay. There's that. There's that. In a sense, I do see why that guy upgraded the spring, because the draw on this, I guess, pump grip is really short. So, yeah. I thought he was going to take out the posts and take out the air restrictors, but he didn't do that. And that's understandable, because even if you seal up everything and you take out all the air restrictors, you're going to be shooting 4 at once, right? Well, in most cases that I've experienced, when you do that to any kind of blaster that has a what do they call it? Nah, slipped my mind. But you know where it fires one, then one, then one, then one. When you do that, it basically cuts the FPS into half. So, not a good idea. Alright, works. That's a plus. Alright, now the hard part. Might as well put the screws in this guy first. So let's see, we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Let's see, the 3 bigger ones, I don't think it's gonna matter really, because they look like they're all the same size. Okay. I did see somebody who did a version of this where they put, I'm not exactly how sure they did it. I mean, I'm guessing they did because they knew that they would not open the blaster ever again. But basically they put Picatinny rail along the top here, which is nice until, or if you have to open it up, which for this I really didn't have to. I could have just sprayed the whole outside, but you know, whatever. So depending, I may or may not put Picatinny rail up there. We'll see. And if I want to be super tactical, I could be putting one on each side and then one on top. But the thing is, this is the stock. So, you know, even though it's, I forget how this goes now. whatever. Even though, oh, there it goes. So even though it goes like that, so you have the Picatinny rail here, here, it's gonna end up on the butt of the blast when you open it, you know, to here. I don't know if I could put some on the sides here. I really don't want to because I want to. That's where I want to do the cross. So probably won't do it on the side. There's not much to do it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's up in the air for now. Okay, now the hardest part. Let's see if I remember how to do this. There's a trick to this. Is it on the back side? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Let's see. Do I remember how to do this? See, there's a long one, there's a short one. I'm going to start there. Or you want to start there? Let's see here. I probably need to manhandle this. Let's see. It's like I almost want to close this. Let me see here. And somehow that's worse. Let's see here. Let's see here. I know it has something to do with the bigger one first and the shorter one second. And I always thought the spring goes out like that, which I'm pretty positive it does. So it basically needs to start on this side. Okay, let's try that. can never tell which side it is. I'm gonna go with this side. Let's try that again. I think I got it. Come on. I think I got it. All right. And now for the trial and error. Yeah, it'll take some wear to wear down the extra paint for it to snap back faster. You know, it did that before too. But yeah, I'd say it works. So, I was hoping this covered up the whole thing, but apparently it doesn't, but that's fine. Yeah. Maybe I'll spray paint the inside of this white too as well. Just because, you know. But yeah, that's progress on this guy. It's all together. The main parts are painted. It does need touch-ups, which I will do. But yeah. I'm gonna put some darts in it. See if it still fires the same, which it should. And the last time I checked, I believe we are at 295 subscribers, guys. That's amazing. 5 more hopefully in the next couple of days, and I'll be doing that 300 video, so that should be exciting. Yeah, works fine. Sweet. I'll take it. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight, guys. When I do the touch-up paint and the paint inside and stuff, and I get the red cross on it, I'll do either just a show before another video or just do another video of it. But I think it looks really good. Like this red on it. I'm going to do the same red for the cross. I haven't really figured out how to do that yet. Probably have to stencil it out with masking tape. Just, you know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, not too shabby. Definitely needs to touch up. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. See, tomorrow Super Bowl. Well, today's Super Bowl. I think today or tomorrow, I'm getting one thing that I think is supposed to come out on Monday from Nerf, so that should be fun. And I believe I ordered the Vision for when that comes in, which is, I think, by the end of next week or something. So be excited for that. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe if you're not already. It really helps the channel. We all talk about everything Nerf here, or Blaster, you know, not just Nerf, you know, Adventure Force, Dart Zone, whatever you want. So yeah, I always try to answer back as best as possible. I always answer. You can ask anybody. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.